You see him? He's like, Dad.
Pay attention to me.
Dad.
Unquestionably, yes. No.
I was like, that is not what we talked about. Belinda asked bleh.
Okay.
Amy Protos asked what we lit.
Get it? It's gonna fall. It's gonna fall. Just put it up here.
Okay.
Did you bring the cash?
I did.
Okay.
So,
Squirrel. Oh, butterfly. Felice Jeffrey in Somerville, South Carolina.
yeah, break,
That's what she thinks
Break.
about her friend.
break. All right.
Felice Jeffrey in Somerville, South Carolina asked the following question. What was the question?
We're going to start answering some of the questions that you guys have asked us, and I'm super excited. You guys are coming up with some great questions. The number one question that we get when we tell people what we're doing is, how long are you going to do it?
And the answer to that is?
The answer is, we have no idea. We don't have a timeline. We're going to do it as long as the Lord will allow us, and as long as we want to do it.
Hopefully we both want to stop doing it at the same time.
Right. The second question we get asked a lot is, how do we get our mail? And right now we have our mail going to my mom, and then she's able to send us pictures of things like, do you want me to open this?
While we're here in South Dakota, we are going to be changing our residency to South Dakota. America's Mailbox in Box Elder, South Dakota. They run a service where they will help you change your residency. They will do basically what Stacy's mom's doing for us. Take pictures of mail and ask if we want that to be sent to us.
So that's the plan right now.
Yeah, that's...
This question is from Amy Protos, my cousin, and she asked what kind of music that we listen to when we're traveling.
We don't listen to music.
So we actually listen to audiobooks, and we've listened to quite a few. I can't tell you how many.
Anytime we're moving from spot to spot, we're listening to audiobooks or podcasts.
Yep.
We listen
Sarah Costello asked if we could meet up and do a road trip together.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
We are up for that, Sarah, Kevin. We would love to hook up with you guys. That would be fun. And Rachel Franage asked if we were planning on coming back to Texas. Absolutely yes.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel Franage also asked if we're going to continue living in Tano when we're done traveling.
We're thinking we're probably going to do something like a condo, not as small as Tano. We already know from when we moved out of the farmhouse, we are completely okay with a smaller place.
Yes, with less to take care of.
Yeah.
That's very freeing. Amy Protos asked, how long, Hank, did it take you to practice driving and parking before you felt comfortable?
I'll let you know when that happens. I've gotten better, but I'm not fully comfortable with my capabilities as far as that goes.
How long did it take you to feel a difference? Like when we first went out and you were like so nervous.
Pretty uptight.
And then to now where you're a little bit more like, okay, like you don't have to think about it so much. It just is getting a little bit more natural.
I started feeling a little better about it, I guess, in 3 months. There's still times where I have problems figuring out what we need to do.
Zachary asked what the best part of our experience has been and what the worst part of our experience has been.
The second best has been getting to see this country and so many beautiful views to see, and all the areas that we've been that have been really cool.
I agree.
The absolute best has been all the people. This last year has really renewed my faith in the people in the United States of America. There's some really cool people out there, some really neat folks that have great stories and things that they've done. And so the best thing for me has been the people of this country.
Exactly what you just said. I agree completely with that. That's been the best for me as well. The worst for me is being away from our kids. That's been the hardest, I should say. Not the worst, but the hardest. Being away from our kids and from my mom. The second hardest is when something breaks on the RV and we have to take it in to get it serviced. This is our home, so when we have to take it in someplace to get it fixed, unless we're around somebody that we know, we don't have any place to stay or live.
I guess the worst for me when we're driving. People don't want to be behind an RV and they don't want to take that off ramp and just stay behind the RV. They want to zip around it, slam on their brakes, get to their exit. 25,000 pounds going down the road at 63 miles an hour.
Melinda asked, what 5 things would we do different? For me, the first thing would be not to take as much stuff as we did. When we first started out, I didn't know what I was going to need. I didn't know what I wasn't going to need. After we had been gone for 3 or so months, we went back to Ohio to pick up my mom. We dropped a lot of stuff off. Now, after living in our RV for a year, I think I would appreciate a front living RV a lot. Just having that dedicated space for a living room. Don't get me wrong, I love our RV. We've really done so much to it to make it our own and make it our home. But just like with a regular home, there are things that you're like, oh, I wish this had this or that. The third thing that I wish I would have done differently is gotten rid of more stuff that we have in our storage unit now. And again, you just don't know. Now I've learned that I can get rid of something, and if I really need it, I can go and buy another. We are paying a lot more now for a larger storage unit than would have cost us to go and buy something that we had gotten rid of if we really needed it. Fourth thing for me would be the Wi-Fi gadgets. We bought a
Jetpack.
We're just in so many places that we can't even use it. So we're spending money on something we can't even use, and we're locked into it for a certain amount of time, but who knew?
We haven't used it hardly at all.